Hello, welcome back. Today we are stepping away from our usual videos where I solve logic puzzles to do a craft. As you can see here, I have an amazing digital circus Animiniz from the Beach series. And we're going to take the character Abel and turn him into Ming from episode 6. Alright, so I have this broken Animiniz. This is actually the rare, not the ultra rare, but the rare Animiniz from that series. So compared to the sideshow series that I unboxed, that would be the bubble. And when I ordered it from Amazon, I was already thinking of doing this. So when I ordered it from eBay, excuse me, it came with the hot dog cart broken off already, unfortunately. But I was already considering doing this. So, you know, silver lining, I get to make this video, which I want to do because I'm having trouble opening this paint jar. A few, as I'm sure anyone who watches this video probably knows, a couple weeks ago I put out what has become by far the most popular video on my channel. I did an unboxing for a box of amazing digital circus Animiniz, and it's currently at about 12,000 views, which is about, give or take 1,000 times as many views as my puzzle videos typically get. I know it's not a lot in the grand scheme of things, but I'm very grateful for everyone who watched it and everyone who gained a few subscribers. And so since I'm so grateful, I wanted to do a special video and update everyone on where we are with the Animiniz. Some of them have sold on eBay, some of them haven't. And where we are with the channel, I guess, because I have gained a few new subscribers. Again, nothing crazy, and believe me, I'm well aware that none of this is a reflection of my abilities as a YouTuber or a box opener or a puzzler. I know I only got those 12,000 views because the Amazing Digital Circus is incredibly popular. Deservedly so, I'm a huge fan. And, you know, I did get the rare ones, so that also helps. But yeah, I am a huge Amazing Digital Circus fan. That's why I wanted to have... I actually can't tell you why I needed to have one of these. And I bought it on eBay because I don't like the character Abel. But, I don't know. I actually ordered 2 because I won an auction that I think I would... You know, you put a bid on an eBay auction thinking you'll get outbid. Alright, so... now, there's actually some debate over what color the character Ming is. But a light bluish gray is typically what people think. So as you can see, I'm mixing my blue and my gray. I have some all-purpose paint. All right, so as I said, I'm going to give an update. My Queenie figure that I unboxed in that video, it actually sold on eBay at auction for $315, which is insane. And for the whole box I got when it was on sale, so it was $96 plus tax and plus some outrageous shipping. But altogether, I've also sold the Kane figurine and the Jax figurine, and I'm just gonna mix both of them to be light blue. Why not? And when I did the math, it came out that I made a profit of $200 over what I paid for everything by selling those three figurines. So I'm really happy, and I also got the great video out of it. So I don't think I'm gonna push my luck and get the next series of Animiniz, which has already been announced. If you've seen the last act in theaters, I did earlier this weekend. I don't think I could really talk about it without spoiling it, so I won't. Maybe I'll slip in a very minor spoiler at the end of the video. Okay, I think this is good, right? It needs a little more light blue. And then I think the light blue I have is perfect for the hat, but I don't know, I might also want the hat to be darker blue. That's why I bought this too. And I expect I'll probably have to time-lapse a lot of my painting. It's okay if we have a lot of this color. But yeah, I sold the Kane, the Jax, and then Queenie at auction. So I still have, I'm keeping Ragatha and Bubble. So that still leaves Zubul and Orbsman unsold, and Kinger, which I'm surprised by. Not so much the Orbsman. I don't think I'll ever sell that. Because as I said in the video, well, first off, no one wants Orbsman. That's nobody's first choice. But also, if it is your first choice, and, you know, more power to you, it's incredible. If you find a crate of these at Hot Topic or in the wild somewhere, you can figure out which one has the Orbsman in it. I would not recommend buying it, even from me. So I might just end up giving it to my mom, because I showed her that video I made, and her response was, "Oh, that's so cute." To the Orbsman and the Zubul, and basically all the ones I haven't sold. But I'm not upset that they haven't sold, because as I said, I made a good profit just from the 3 that did sell. So I'm very grateful I got the Queenie. It turns out there's actually an even rarer figure, which is a gold Queenie. But that would have been really nice. There's only 1 in 100 of those. Or some guy on eBay just spray painted his Queenie and is pulling a fast one on me, but I don't think that's true. I believe that it's real. So other than getting that, I think that the box I opened couldn't have gotten that much better. All right, so as you can see, you know, I actually think it needs more gray, but we're going to do more than one coat, so it'll even out. As you can see, I'm currently painting the body of Abel, this light bluish gray color. By the way, I should have started with this, but I'm not actually very good at these kinds of crafts. I'm not a great painter, so this isn't going to turn out the best in the world, but, you know, I had this broken figurine. I almost returned it, but I figured, you know, no one else is going to find this use for it that I have, so I might as well make some use out of it. Okay. And, yeah, I wanted to cut off, as I said, when I got it, the hot dog cart had broken off. So I just had to sand down this area over here, file it down with like a nail clipper file. But I couldn't get the hot dog off. I probably could, but I didn't want to risk breaking off the arm. So Ming is just going to be holding a hot dog. All right. As you can see, I'm applying a coat of this bluish gray to the whole body. Basically what I'm going to do is the bluish gray. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to put more gray in the next coat, because this part here is going to be blue. And I want to make sure there's a difference between his hat. And yeah, I'm just going to paint this top here in the visor. When I first got this idea, I'm like, oh, yeah, the body would be easy because they're just NPC mannequins. But what am I going to do about that? What am I going to do for a hat? But then I remembered he has a visor, so. Like I said, I'm not a great craftsman. I see some of these videos on Instagram and they're crazy at what people can make. But I'm not like that. So we're just going to get a Ming holding a hot dog. All right. Doesn't look too great yet. You can still see Abel's face and everything in color. But it's just the first coat, so we got a lot more to do. Oh, the hot dog. Covered. Okay, I want to thank all my new subscribers that have joined the channel. I know, again, I know that my recent increase of channel momentum, if you can even call it that because it's just the one video, is not a reflection of my good ability. It's just because this show is such a phenomenon. Deservedly so. I love it. And I know that most people who watched my last video are not going to be watching this or any other video on my channel. But I've always made these videos for me, so I don't mind talking about it like I have. I'm grateful to everyone who watched that one video, everyone who decided to subscribe, and anyone who decides to watch this. Thank you very much. Okay, so that probably needs to dry. And then, should I do let's see. If I pour this blue out, does it look different enough from the body? I like this brush for that top. Again, this is just a first coat, and I'm gonna redo everything. You know, this color I found for the blue, it might be a perfect blue hat color compared to what's in the show, in the episode. But since the colors I'm covering up are so dark, I might have to go a little darker. Oh, and yes, of course, I have googly eyes ready to go. That's what makes him Ming. Okay. This is just a rough first coat. And you know, this is actually my third attempt to make a special video. I recorded 2 other videos, and they were both had technical issues for one reason or another. One just wouldn't upload, and then the other one, I filmed an intro where it looked like my Amazing Digital Circus stuffed animals were talking, but doing that first made the rest of the video look like it was upside down, and that seems like a pretty easy thing to edit, but my computer's so old, I'm not a great editor. Okay, I guess this is gonna be our first coat, and I'm gonna let it sit for a bit, and when we get back, we'll paint it again, and hopefully that'll start covering up some of this tan orange color and the face and everything. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need a darker blue and then a more gray blue for the body. But that's all right, first coat. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pause it while it dries. All right, I took a little time to let it dry, and I also mixed some new paint colors. So what I think I'm gonna do is do the top with this new blue just to see how it looks. And then once I have that, you know, locked in, I'll do the body again, but probably just, you know, do a time lapse so you can see me painting it. Who's a better NPC mannequin? Abel or Ming or disappearing guy? Fight it out in the comments. Okay, yeah. I think the other blue is more true to what we see in the show, but this one's gonna show up a lot better. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really look like he's wearing a hat yet. I guess a baseball cap can have this kind of brim. I'm gonna take a few coats to get this right. And again, I'm not a great craftsman. I had the idea while I was letting it dry that when I get my other Abel that has the hot dog cart attached correctly, then Ming can be at the hot dog cart buying a hot dog. That's why he's holding one. Or maybe he's there for some other reason. I don't want to assume. I did put down paper, of course. This is my desk. I also have some big news about my puzzle videos. Somebody I live with took it upon themselves to throw out my old puzzle book that you all know and love without asking me. Just put it right in the trash. In her defense, I had done at that point pretty much all but the last one, which I was saving. So that gave me an excuse to buy another copy. So now I'll be able to go back to a bunch of the puzzles that I missed. So we have a lot more puzzles coming in the future. Now I know what you're thinking. Why don't I just buy a different puzzle book? I just really like this one. It's very tough. So if anyone has a recommendation for a very challenging logic puzzle book that might, you know, I'm not going to do every single puzzle twice. So 3 times in some cases. So if you have any recommendations, let me know what my next book will be. But for now, we're going to finish off the Fiendish Logic puzzle book by Puzzle Baron and Stephen P. Ryder. So that's exciting. Yeah, I like this hat now. All right, I'm going to give it a little time to dry before I do the body again. And hopefully I'll be able to do some kind of time-lapse thing so you don't just have to watch me. Because I'm running out of things to say. I mentioned the book. So we got new videos coming. Oh, I will say that right before I realized the book was gone, I figured out I could just, you know, print a new copy of the grid from their website. But it doesn't matter now. All right, take another break for it to dry. All right, I filmed a portion of me painting another coat on the hat, but I'm not gonna put it in because I didn't talk that much, and I ended up accidentally doing a lot of the painting off camera, so I'll do a better job of finishing up here. Now I'm just gonna do one more coat of paint on the hat, and then I'm gonna put on the googly eyes. And that'll be it. That's all it takes to make Ming here. Although I'm sure it could be a little harder than I'm guessing. I don't want to assume. I'm getting this part here where I got a little blue on the back of Ming's head. Get a bigger brush. There we go. Okay. Now the hard part, or the delicate, is doing the brim. Okay, kind of upside down. Ah, boy. All right. I think that the body looks pretty good. When I look at the top, the front, I mean, I could still kind of see Abel's drawn-on smile, but probably only because I know it's there. And maybe the googly eyes will cover that up a bit. I keep getting blue on his face. Come on. This is really interesting video content, isn't it? But thank you all for watching. I mean, again, I'm sure not everyone who watched my most popular video, my motivation for making a special video, will watch this. I'm sure not even 1/1000th will watch, just like my puzzle videos. But for those of you who do, or just watched one video, or you know what, even if you're not even watching, it just came on autoplay or for some reason, and you're not even in the room, I'm so grateful for you. Because I make these videos for myself, really, and doesn't matter if anyone else likes them. Okay. All right. And I know now it's not on this camera again. Okay, back. Right. No, too hard. All right, I think I've made all my announcements for the channel, really. Well, not really. I also changed the channel name. I was kind of just going on default. All right. Yes, okay. Oh. I'm trying to do the brim here without getting it on his face. I say his face as if he isn't just, he has one. This character just has googly eyes and a hat. Okay. All right. You know, if I hadn't just put a little extra paint on his face, now would be a perfect time to add the googly eyes. But I'll give it a few more minutes to dry and then we'll finish it up. One, two. I have some tacky glue that I'm gonna use, but if that doesn't work, I have a hot glue gun. Also, if I didn't say it already, I used multi-surface paint. Just some stuff I got at Michael's. Nothing too fancy. And yeah, a little blue did get on the hot dog, but I don't think it's so bad. One, I could probably scratch it off once it's dry. And two, even if I can't, that's stupid sauce. That's another type of stupid sauce. That's Cool Ranch. So it's blue instead of pink. And here we are. We painted the body a light blue gray and the top into a blue hat. Now we all know the last step. Adding some googly eyes. I've got some crazy glue, or tacky glue, pardon me. Now Ming in the show, his eyes are a little crooked. Okay, is that good? Like that. All right. All right, a little crooked, but it's good. All right. I think we've successfully made Ming, the winner of the Favorite Character Award. Voila! Thank you guys so much. We have a lot to celebrate at this channel. We had our best video ever at currently around 12,000 views, which is crazy. Not in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot, but for me it is, and I'm so grateful for everyone watching this video, watching that video, and all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. And at the end of the video, I also want to announce my channel does have a new name now. Gabby's Puzzles. Not exactly huge change, but I do like my new handle.